building healthy parent-child relationships and its importance in preventing child abuse. Remember earlier on, Popsy on her show, she was talking about rape. If you are a victim of sexual violence, please go and report and stay tuned to this program. You should never, ever, ever be threatened or feel afraid to report sexual violence or abuse that has happened towards you or anyone that you know, be it a man, a woman, a child, it doesn't matter who it is. Please go and make the report and come through to Family Support Trust, because we have the resources to ensure that we get you the medical support that you need, the counseling services that you need, and everything else that you need so that you can get better. Remember, in order to become a real survivor, certain things need to be done, such as counseling, so that you can overcome whatever issues you start to experience after being a victim of sexual violence. So this afternoon, we've got Lucia from Family Support Trust. She's on the line. Good afternoon, Lucia.
Good afternoon, Chambari.
Did I give the information out correctly?
Very, very well, Chambari.
Yes, after a few weeks of hearing you guys talk about it,
You're so good.
All right, so let's just give a quick rundown of what Family Support Trust does.
All right, Family Support Trust offers medical and psychosocial support to survivors of abuse, children, adults, and we encourage people to come within 72 hours so that they can get medication to prevent infections like STIs, HIV, and pregnancy.
All right.
Yeah, so basically we offer support to the survivor and the family.
Wow. All right.
And our services are for free, Chambari.
Very important. Yes, it's for free. They will do everything for you. All right, so today we're talking about building healthy parent-child relationships and its importance in preventing child abuse. So please, can you explain what's a healthy parent-child relationship? What is that?
All right. We are saying a child's relationship with their parents is the first relationship they have in this life, and it will affect future relationships as they grow older at work or even through marriage. So it's important that as parents we build good, positive relationships with our children so that in turn they can also have good relations in life. And we are saying parents, when we are saying parents, we are including all caregivers, Vanambuya, Vanama, Amai, Guru, all those significant people who have children in their care. And we are saying a healthy parent-child relationship is one where there is care for each other, there's respect, there's trust, and basically both the parents and the child are free to each other. There is good communication. It does not necessarily mean, Chambari, that there are no rules. They are there, but the parent is firm, fair, and friendly at the same time.
That is true. That is very, very true. And I think a lot of parents need to understand this, that like you're saying, the relationship should first be built between the parent and the child before the child even knows how to build relationships with other people.
Absolutely.
All right. So what is the importance of healthy relationships in preventing child sexual abuse?
Chambari, as family support, our core business is child sexual abuse. And we have realized that children who have good relations with their parents are at times better protected from abuse, because we are saying there is good communication. Hence, the child is free to open up and disclose any issues or any advances by abusers to their parents. And if there is a healthy relationship, it means parents know their child. Hence, they are able to early detect any changes in their child's behavior and take appropriate action. Chambari, perpetrators take advantage of children who have strained relations with their parents.
That's true.
Statistics show that children are usually abused by people whom they know. So these abusers actually know that so-and-so does not get along with their child, or Chambari does not supervise their children. And they come in as a savior, to provide for the child's unmet needs, thereby ending up sexually abusing the child. So a healthy parent-child relationship ensures there is no gap created for the abuser to take advantage of, thereby preventing child sexual abuse.
All right. So You have spoken about the importance of these healthy relationships, and you said that the perpetrator usually knows kuti uyu mwana uyu hawirirani na mai vake vanopopota sterek. So they take advantage of that by saying kuti even if the child is going to go and report kuti ndakaitwa so, mai vacho vachati hey papa unonyepa ndozvaunogona chete zvenhema idzedzo, things like that.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
So I'm just going to add this sub question though, in reference to that, by saying, is that an issue that we face, especially when parents don't believe their children because of this distorted relationship, the parent-child relationship? Is that also something that hinders the reporting of child sexual abuse when parents don't often believe their children?
Yes, so the child knows even if I tell my mother, she will not believe me. So what's the point of telling her? If I tell my mother, vanotondi blame kuti wazvikonzeresa, vanototanga kutondipopotera. So children do not disclose because vanosvika kublamwa nevabereki vavo. Saka tikava relationship yekupopota, mwana haasununguke kuuya kuzotaura, and ending up achiramba achiabuswa because of the fear of the parent.
That's really sad. Okay, so how can parents have relationships, healthy relationships with their children? How can we establish this healthy relationship?
All right, so we need to get down on their level. To improve the relationship you have with your child by connecting them in an age-appropriate way. Play on a level that your child is familiar with. This helps them bond with you and makes you seem more approachable. If it means kumbobika mahumbwe muchidya sadza remavu, so be it. Or if it's a teenager playing video games, then go for it. And in this casual environment, it's an opportunity to get to know your child better and drop in important information in child abuse. Muchitamba kudaro. So kid around. Let your kids know that things don't always have to be so serious between you. Of course, you want them to respect your authority, but you also want to laugh with them. A sense of fun can liven up their lives and build fond memories. But we also need to emphasize the importance of family time. Eat meals together. Dinner time is family time. And this is where you get updated on what has been happening during the day. So make an effort to ask what's been happening. And let's also try to focus on each individual child. Prioritizing one-on-one time. It helps you form a connection with that child. And it also helps you focus on each child's individual strengths and talents. So stay in touch with their academics, their friendships. Knowing their friends will give you an idea on your child's interests. And active listening, Chambari, let's listen to what they are saying. You want to make sure your child knows that you care about what they are saying. Even if your child is complaining about the same issue at school, give them your full attention. And when you're actively listening, you're strengthening your bond with your child and demonstrating their importance to you. So let's try to put aside our gadgets when our children are talking to us. And also another thing, Chambari, let's follow what is called the 3 F's of effective parenting. Mskanzwa iripo, but as adults, you must be able to respond maturely and calmly. So the 3 F's: be firm, state what the consequences of their actions, be fair, make sure the punishment fits whatever wrong is done, try to avoid harsh or excessive consequences, be friendly, talk to them in a steady yet polite tone, simply explain what they've done wrong and lay out the consequences. And also take time to praise them when they are doing well. And as they are growing older, Chambari, include them in decision making. Let them have a say on things like their clothing, meals, and activities to do as a family. So we need to encourage our children. I know they are always busy, but they always like someone to boost their confidence. So let's encourage them. And lastly, tell your children that you love them. Of course, you love your children, but tell them every day, no matter what age they are. A simple "I love you" can do a lot to strengthen a relationship.
It provides a lot of reassurance, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, you spoke about family time, and sharing meals with each other. This is something that doesn't happen often in a lot of homes because of busy schedules. You know, the parents are out there working, but for a busy parent, a working parent who's away from home for most of the day, how do I schedule these family time, family dinners? Managers say busy. How do I manage that? Because
I think it's making an effort, somebody creating the time. The things that are important to us, we have to create time for them. So if family time, if having time with our children is important, then let's create a time. If it's not dinner time, maybe it's breakfast, then we are together as a family.
Even on the way to school, even on the way to the shops. Shops.
Absolutely. Any other time, but at least you've made an effort to be with your child for some time on that particular day.
And you can also pick up on some habits, behavioral changes, especially with eating. If your child was someone suddenly dinner table you then to start to pick out, something chiri wrong ababa.
Yes, and then you probe further what could be causing this behavior change.
All right. So we've spoken about the parents, but what about the children? What is the children's role in promoting healthy relations with their parents?
All right. So as kids, let's understand our parents' perspective. I know children struggle with rules. But understanding that those rules are actually for your protection will improve your relationship with your parents. Be honest and trustworthy. Parents need to trust their children. So it is important that children be honest. Trust. Be friends with your parents. Your parents will be your best friends. At least that's one friend you know. So get close to your parents and communicate. Talk to your parents. Tell them everything that is happening in your life. Be free to them.
Right. Thank you very much for that, Lucia. All right, so we've got 7 minutes to go before 3 o'clock. Please send in your questions on 0712-831-172 and ask a question. I'll forward it to Lucia and we can continue with this conversation. Today we are focusing on building healthy parent-child relationships and its importance in preventing child abuse. All right, so Lucia, please can I just ask you to go through a quick rundown of everything that we spoke about today?
All right. So we are saying there is need for a healthy relationship between parents and their children. And this relationship helps in preventing child sexual abuse because we are saying there is open communication. Vabereki vakasununguka kune vana, vana vakasununguka kune vabereki. Izvi zviri kubatsira kuti a parent can actually know what's wrong with their children, detect any changes in their child's behavior, and take appropriate action. And we're also saying if there's open communication, the child is free to open up and disclose any issues or any advances by abusers. And we're also saying perpetrators, they target vana vanema issues nevabereki vavo. So let's work on our relationship with our parents, with our children, so that perpetrators don't take disadvantage.
All right, so our phone is about to just cut. I'm going to try and get Lucia back on the line so she can continue as we are rounding this off. But please do send in your questions. There's a program brought to us by Family Support Trust that comes through every Thursday between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. If you know any child in terms of sexual violence, or if you are an adult, we're not only focusing on children, but if you're an adult that has experienced sexual violence, whether you're a man or a woman, please make use of this facility that is available, that is brought to us by Family Support Trust. So we have Lucia back on the line. Lucia, you can continue. You're cut off.
Yes, so we were just saying on how we can improve this healthy relationship for those who are just joining us. We're saying let's get down on the level of our children. Let's play with them. Let's play video games. And while we are playing these things, we are also dropping information about child abuse. It's not in a serious environment, but in a casual environment. But very important. And also we need to be approachable. How do we become approachable? By being, being fun, not always being serious. let's kid around, let's play with them, let's laugh with them, and also let's emphasize family time. Find time to spend with your children. Mashops, or when they're going to school, it's a time that you can discuss and get to know them better. Know your child's friendships so that you have an idea on what's happening in your child's life. And it's understandable that you're busy juggling work and other responsibilities, but you should also make an effort to get to know your kids and learn about what's happening in their lives. And we also talked about active listening. Parents are busy, but you also want to make sure your child knows that you care about what they have to say. So even if they're continually complaining about the same thing, but you give them the full attention, and that will help to strengthen your bond.
All right. Thank you very much. We got a message here that says this information is very, very helpful. I wish I had heard it in 2005. I was emotionally, physically, and sexually abused when I was in grade 6 up to Form 2 and didn't have anyone to turn to. It has affected me up until now, and I'm now a married person. But I have this anger and bitterness inside, and the pain never goes away. How can this person be helped, Lucia?
This person can still be helped. They can still come to family support for psychosocial support. We can sit down with them and offer them counseling. They can air out the abuse, what has happened, and we can help them decide what action they want to take. Justice can still, be sought, and they can still get justice even after all these years.
That's something very important to highlight. It's never too late. Is it ever too late? Pane time yanganzi uchambari dewa kauya dara takakubatsira.
It's never too late to seek help. Even after 20 years, you can still come and seek help.
All right. Thank you very much, Lucia. And also another very important point that we like to highlight on the show is that you can even make a report anonymously. That's right?
Absolutely. You can actually call in on our toll-free number, 08080501, and you can report. Even if you know of a child who is being abused, you report even to the police. They have their suggestion boxes, but do report anonymously. That child can get assistance.
Thank you very much, Lucia. Can we please have those contact details one more time and where we can find Family Support Trust?
Family Support Trust, we are at Harare Central Hospital, Chitumbiza Central Hospital, Mutare Provincial Hospital, Beitbridge District Hospital. We have a toll-free number, 08080501. Let me repeat that, 08080501.
Thank you very much, Lucia, for speaking to us this afternoon. And any last words before you go?
Thank you, Chambari. We just want to say, as Family Support Trust, ending sexual gender-based violence is our priority. So please feel free to contact us. Feel free to come to our centers. We can assist you.
All right. We will be back again next week with Family Support Trust. We'd like to say a very big thank you to Lucia, who was on the line with us. And please remember, it's never too late to go and make a report. And Family Support Trust does offer the services that can help you regardless of how long it has been since this incident has taken place or since it has happened. So please do not keep it inside and keep it to yourself and think Kuti you can get over it. Wega. Some of these things, some of these deep issues, anenge achitoda kuti mutaure ne someone. So big thank you. Stand by for DJ Chili Baby. She's coming through today, 3 to 6, and she's going to be rocking radio. She has so many amazing features on her show. And I'll be back again on radio tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be giving away some bread tomorrow on the show. So 3 hours, we're going to be live on Facebook. Make sure that you tune in, and you could walk away with some amazing prizes, courtesy of a very, 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 very big bread company that will be coming through between 12 and 3. My name is Chambari, the superstar radio personality and lunchtime rocker. For today, I am out. Can't believe I can't even show off that I'm not coming to work tomorrow. I'm still going to via. I'm Chambari. See you on Monday. Aiwa mangwana sisonke.
Good afternoon. The 3 o'clock news bulletin read by Talent Chipangora. President Emerson Mnangagwa has declared the late Major General retired Clever Shadrack Chiramba a national hero, accompanied by the Vice President of the ruling party ZANU-PF, Comrade Kembo Mohadi, Vice President General retired Dr. Constantino Chiwenga, and Defense and War Veterans Affairs Minister Honorable Opa Muchinguri Kashiri. President Emerson Mnangagwa conveyed his condolences to the Chiramba family this morning at their home in Hatfield, where he conferred national hero status on the late Major General. Major General retired Chiramba succumbed to COVID-19 related complications last Sunday. Mourners are gathered at number 52 at St. Andrews Road, Hatfield in Harare, and burial arrangements will be announced in due course. As the emergency road rehabilitation program gathers momentum, government has taken over the repair of urban infrastructure such as roads, streets and street lights. The Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Senator Muchangwa, yesterday presented an update on interventions taken by government in the ongoing road rehabilitation program. Now we take a look at sport. Lionel Messi's contract with Barcelona ended yesterday with no news from the player or the club about his future. The expectation is that the 34-year-old Messi, who is playing for Argentina at the Copa America, will stay at the Catalan club. He had reportedly been close to reaching a deal to extend his contract for 2 more years. That was your 3 o'clock bulletin. My name is Talent Chipangora. Good afternoon.
COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. You can have COVID-19 and not know it. You can spread the disease before you have any symptoms. Now, you may wonder, how would you know if a novel coronavirus has infected you and whether you need to go in for a medical examination? The Ministry of Health and Childcare Zimbabwe has developed a tool that will help you make an informed decision, the Zim COVID Safe app, the quickest way to check if you're at risk from coronavirus. By asking you a series of self-check questions, the app can recognize what might be COVID-19 symptoms and determine if you can continue monitoring your symptoms or seek treatment. This COVID-19 screening tool will guide you on what next step you need to make. You can also find nearby COVID-19 testing and vaccination centers across Zimbabwe directly from the Zim COVID Safe app. The app will allow you to access their contact details, working hours, and addresses. The Zim COVID Safe app gives you easy access to the live statistics and coronavirus updates, tracking the number of confirmed cases, recovered patients, tests, and death toll due to the coronavirus. Using the app is one more thing we can all do to help limit the spread of COVID-19, in addition to wearing our masks, washing our hands, and social distancing. The Zim COVID Safe app is one of the official COVID-19 news and updates app for Zimbabwe, and it's free and secure. Download it today on Google Play Store or App Store. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Childcare Zimbabwe with the generous support from Chicken Inn, Revive, and Baker's Inn.
Akomana musaite